Hello people and welcome to today's episode of AI Dungeon where we are playing Minecraft.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
So we recently started playing Minecraft on the channel. We had a video last week and then there's going to be a video going up at the end of this week. So I thought, you know what? All aboard the Minecraft YouTube bandwagon. Let's play Minecraft on AI Dungeon. We've done something similar to this on the old channel. I don't remember how that went, but I do remember that I murdered a lot of villagers. Actually, I don't remember that. I just know myself, so like I know that that happened. So instead of making my own prompt, I just selected a pre-made prompt today, and it says, "What is your name?" Now, I don't know if you guys saw my old videos on the old channel, but I am very good with names. So today my character's name is Stevenson. That's a good Minecraft name, don't you think? What is your player's appearance? It can be simple or complex, but it has to complete two. What does it mean? It has to complete two. Okay, I'm not gonna read that to you right now because I assume that's gonna come up later, so I'll just read it then. You'll know when you see it. Okay, into the story, it says you wake up. The first thing that you notice is that the clouds are cubes, and when you stand up, you see red and yellow flower dots in a flat landscape. The animals are blocky and the ground are cubes. You find a water pond nearby and notice your reflex in the water. Dude. Oh man. Somebody needs to get this dude spell check, but that's okay. He's trying his best and that's all that matters. Anyways, after you notice your reflex in the water, you are also blocky looking like. You see an forest at a distance with oak log trees, which are also blocky looking. I feel like I'm struggling to read this because usually it's on me. I just can't read, but no, it's just really hard to read this because there's so many typos. You try drink the water, but nothing happens. You decide to jump in the water. You don't feel the water. You notice a pig at the edge of the pond. He is blocky looking too. I'm reading it how it is in the story. There are a lot of run-on sentences with just comma after comma after comma. It's a good thing that Westbot isn't editing this video because it would really piss him off. He's kind of a grammar slut. I just called my editor a grammar slut. That was stupid. Sorry, Westbot. Anyways, you realize you are in some type of video game because you can see on the bottom of your vision a health bar and a hunger bar. You try to follow the video game logic and concentrate hard, and a magic HUD appears in front of you. You check your inventory and see nothing on it. It has a 2x2 crafting grid in your reflection on the top left and 4 grids for helmet, chestplate, pants, and boots. You think really hard and it disappears. You concentrate on the settings and it appears. You notice you can change your name and skin. You rename yourself to Stevenson. I am a handsome man with chiseled edges, almost sharp enough to cut. Some people call me a blockhead, but I know that they are truly just jealous of my overwhelming intelligence to craft anything I please. You close your inventory. You feel your adventure is about to start. You are in a similar position to that of an explorer in a video game. You have equipment, a sword, which you can use to hack and cut at things. You have a backpack that you can use too. Okay, well, now that the run-on sentences are over with, let's ruin Minecraft. I said, you begin to search for the wiener-nosed villagers of this world. You decide to start by checking out the nearest village. The villagers all seem to be wiener-nosed, and that is not a good thing. You're right, AI Dungeon. Someone needs to do something about this. You castrate the face wieners of all the villagers. You concentrate really hard and cut off the faces and private parts. No, that's not what I meant. No. Of every single villager. Well, that took a dark turn. I mean, it was already kind of dark, but it took a really dark turn. The villagers scream and cry out, but soon they are all dead and no one will have babies. Are they not gonna have babies because they're dead or because I cut off their wieners? I didn't want to cut off their actual wieners. I just you know the Minecraft villagers. They look like they got wiener noses and I was gonna cut the wiener nose. It's not funny now, it's just kind of morbid. There's really no way to salvage my good name at this point. I kind of gotta just ruin everything in Minecraft now, I guess. I really like, since the person who wrote the prompt kept saying you concentrate really hard, that the AI said you concentrate really hard and cut off the faces and private parts. That was kind of funny. Okay, so I could progress the story myself, but like, let's see what AI Dungeon does with this horrific act that I have now committed. The game logic is flawed, you decide. You are now a man of knowledge and wisdom and decide to castrate all the men in the village. That is the wise thing to do. Baby villagers are very annoying in Minecraft. The only thing worse than a baby villager is a baby zombie, and if there's no baby villagers, then theoretically, there should be no baby zombies. You concentrate hard and cut off all the males in the community. Oh, now I'm just cutting off the males in general, just all of them. The villagers cry out and scream, but soon they are all dead and no one will have babies. The AI is repeating itself again. Why does this happen every time I play an AI game? Then it feckin' said, the game logic is flawed, you just, I guess I should just not rely on the AI to make up the story. The AI is stupid. I hope this isn't like the Obi-Wan Kenobi prompt. That was so annoying because it wouldn't stop counting. Oh, I said, you decide you are tired of taking away the villagers' dirty dans and you leave the village to find something else to feck up. You go traveling, you go back to the forge and make yourself a better sword. You go to a different village and do the same thing. Oh my god. I didn't even want this to be a thing. I'm just trying to take their noses. I just wanted to play the game like when you're little, you know, like, got your nose. But instead he was like, haha, got your wiener. I like how he made a new sword, so... It's just, it all revolves around the castration now. Hey, Prangle. Can you check real quick and make sure that castration is a word that we're allowed to say on YouTube? And if not, remind me to stop saying it. Thanks, man. Oh, okay, cool. Appreciate it. You know what, AI? Tell me what else happens. I don't want to be a part of this story anymore. You're making it kind of hard to justify what's going on. You keep going, and when nightfall comes, you sleep in the open air. You know, it's not great what my character is doing. Stevenson is not being a great person right now, but by God, he's committed to his craft. He went all the way until nightfall. A village guard sees you sleeping and approaches you, thinking you are up to no good. Where the feck has this guy been? All right, let's talk to him, I guess. I said, hey dude, I'm Stevenson, aka Captain Castration. The guard laughs and says, you look like a captain to me, and that is the worst thing you could be right now. He holds up a cusser. What the feck is a cusser? It's like he holds up a baby and the baby just is like, shit! Let's ask the AI what it is. Maybe the AI has a better definition. I said, what the feck is that? The guard says, you don't talk much, if at all. In fact, you don't say a word the whole time I am here. He loads the cusser and says, just a warning, the next one goes off in your throat, not in your hands. What? What the feck does it... I don't get it. I don't. I think that the story thinks it's a gun, but I'm not really sure. The AI said, and just like the guard said, the cusser goes off, blowing out your throat. I guess he warned me. I still don't quite know what just happened, but... okay. I'm increasingly curious now. Let's type in cusser weapon. Cassette. No. Here we have a rifle. We've got these spears here. Anti-missile turret, I'm pretty sure is what that is. A automatic weapon and a sword. Okay, here's a website that says cussers. Clay shells filled with yellow incendiary powder and shards of iron. Cussers were the largest, most volatile, and most deadly of the munitions. Their name came from the only adequate reaction to their effects, cussing. Okay, so basically it's a bomb that this dude shoved down my throat and then ignited, I guess. I still am kind of unclear. I said, the cusser does an extreme amount of damage and you see your HP go all the way down to half a heart. You fall down and die. No, I don't want to die. You were a captain of terror and now you are just a dead man. You are so dead. I like how I said I don't want to die, and then it like reiterated the fact that I am dead 3 more times. You know, I was thinking that I was gonna have to end the story here and just accept defeat, but then I remembered this is a video game. I said, you respawn and travel back to the guard who murdered you. You beat him up and take his cusser. You get a bow from a dead villager and go up to the forest to hunt. No, I don't want that. We're not just satisfied with beating him up after he blew us up by shoving a bomb down our throat. What the feck are you thinking, AI? Don't worry, guys. I fixed it. I said, you go back to the guard, shove a cusser up his ass, and ignite it, eagerly waiting for it to detonate. The explosion tears his entrails out and sets him on fire, and he screams horribly. Wow, I'm so glad that AI Dungeon spared no detail on that death. Also, how is he still alive to be screaming right now? He is on fire and was blown up from his insides. You proceed to the guard's village to exact your revenge further on his friends and family. You go to the village and kill every single person in it. Oh my god. You go back to the forges and make yourself a bow and quiver of arrows. I said, you travel to all villages that were associated with the guard's village and rain fiery arrows down on them all. Villagers fall to the pillagers' gasoline tubes. I don't know what that means or why it says it in all caps, but okay. You go back to the mining camp and begin working there again. You ravage every village you come across, sparing no building or person. This just seems like the thing that I would do if I was playing Minecraft. Not so much the things that I'm not even going to talk about anymore that happened at the beginning, but just the burning down villages. It's so much fun. It's so satisfying. After a few months, the other forges and mining camps send word that they want no part of your mining operations. Is that like our cover up? We call it mining operations. I just came from a village and these guys were missing like their faces and the buildings were on fire and everyone was dead. Oh yeah, that was just my mining operations. You come back to the village and find all the villagers and their livestock have been killed. Haha. Mining operations. You have achieved all your goals. There's nothing left to conquer. You can't believe your luck. Except for the dead villagers and the dead animals. Those will never leave. Oh my god. Alright, you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think in the comments, but I think this is like one of the best endings to one of my AI stories that I have ever made. This is so freaking good. I said, meanwhile, outside of the video game universe, the workers at Mojang Studio are gathered around to see the first free-thinking AI in Minecraft, designed to make the world feel more lifelike. They sit with mouths wide open, in shock of the horrors they have just witnessed from the AI character, Steven. Oh, I put Steven twice. Feck. Okay, it's supposed to be Steven Stevenson. They decide to terminate the AI and scrap the idea entirely. The end. Woo, that was a close one. I didn't add the end or woo, that was a close one. That was the AI, and I really like that the AI picked. The AI did pretty good today after it copied itself the first time. After that, it was fantastic. But yeah, so it all along was just an AI that they were testing, and when he started cutting off the wiener noses of the villagers, they decided they should probably scrap the idea. Besides, we can't have an AI running around burning all of the villages down, because then I can't burn the villages down. A great big thank you to all of the Patreons who support our channel. If you would like to support our channel through Patreon, you can find the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, leaving likes, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video with your friends would be a big help to us. If you'd like to see some more AI content, you can click on this video right here where I let AI rewrite Spider-Man. Or if you'd like to check out some of our other AI dungeon videos, you can find a playlist for those below the Spider-Man video. Other than that, I thank you guys for being here. I love you all so very much. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time.